All right, folks, welcome back once again to Affinity Restoration's episode of a new project. Man, we just don't stop, do we? Yep, here we go again. This is in Westmont again. Only a couple of streets from the two Westmont houses that we did a couple of weeks back. And this one is it's a decent size, 32 squares. And guys are basically in the process of tearing this thing off now. I think most of the tear off has already occurred. We kind of showed up a little bit later than expected. We were hoping to be here early enough, but this is a 2-layer. And this was really interesting. This was actually originally declined by the insurance company. I guess they basically sent an inspector, and the inspector barely even inspected this thing. And when we came in the picture, we just couldn't figure out how in the world did this thing get declined. I mean, it's completely compromised. It's got 2 layers of shingles. The top layer is literally peeling off in chunks, not even wind damage, creasing. It was literally coming off of the roof because of the condition of the shingles. So, it was kind of interesting. So anyways, we took over the claim, and lo and behold, as good as we are, we got them to approve it. Full replacement of roofing, gutters, a little bit of repair on the window cappings, and of course the partial decking, just because it was completely compromised in certain areas. So we'll take a look at that here in a minute when we go up. But as always, we always go for the best quality materials. There's your duration OC, Owens Corning. This is going to be H copper. Now imagine H copper on that brick and that siding. It is going to look gorgeous. A ton of ice and water shield, because obviously we need 6-foot ice and water shield for this house, as it has an overhang over 10 inches, and the code says it's got to make it past that wall 24 inches past that from the inside wall. So a ton of ice and water shield, obviously synthetic for the remaining decking to be covered. And then we're gonna basically ridge vent this. We're gonna use Snow Country to ridge vent it, durable. Okay, and a bunch of step flashings, and of course gutter aprons and drip edges. So it's gonna be a good build. So let's take a look to see what's up there. Beautiful shingles. Look at that, all OC, all Owens Corning. Let's take a look to see what we got up here. What are we looking at so far? Yeah, as you can see, man, this is what we call Oreo cookies. Look at that. That bottom shingle is completely deteriorated. Top shingle, not any better, I tell you that right now. So let's take a look to see how we're doing. Guys are stripping it off, moving like clockwork, man, moving like clockwork. So right now, it's completely out of code. It has no ice and water shield on the edge, on the eaves. Good news is this policy has code upgrades, so we got to bring it up to code, So here we go. It's nice and crunchy. Yeah, not sure what's going on with that vent, but that's completely banged up. We're gonna basically place that ridge vent up here. So as you can see, a lot of the decking are still in good order. A lot of the decking are still in fair condition. Not bad at all. Not bad. What's that? There's one of our superstar right there. All right, so we've got a lot of stripped out roof already. That's a big chimney. We'll need a new chimney flashing, chimney kit. We build our own kits. Makes it a lot more feasible and make sure that it's the right size every time. Bend our own metal. So as you can see, tear off is going good. Decking is not so bad. There might be a couple of spots down here because it was already basically, coming apart down here. So this is not bad. This is not bad. Then there's Aiden. He's waiting to get to work. So we'll see. Got everything going in here. Looking good. And they've only been stripping the roof for about 45 minutes. So in 45 minutes, they've managed to strip this thing pretty quick. So that's awesome. Pretty quick. There we go. Trying to keep all the materials off of the neighbor's property. Yeah, so like I said, this thing was really interesting because this shingle was literally, oh, there, you can see right here. So they did an inspection on this, and then for some reason, I guess they never touched any of the shingles, so they didn't really see the problem with it. But as you can see, when I lift this up, the entire section of shingles are lifting up. Look at that. Look at that. And obviously, that's compromised shingle already underneath, and this is happening in, all over this roof. It's all over this roof. So that's actually how we got the roof to get approved, because we discovered several of those spaces. So that's that's the difference between a homeowner filing their own claim and trying to go up against the insurance company on their own. Is, for the most part, from what we've seen, 6, 7 out of 10 will get denied because they have no representation. They try to go against the insurance company on their own, and the insurance company will send an inspector, and without representation from the homeowner side, nobody's pointing anything out to those inspectors, and they just decline it. So what we did is we took over the claim. We asked for a reinspection, and after the reinspection was done and we pointed out all of the issues that the roof had, here's the result of it. Here's the result of it. So again, that's how we do it for Affinity Restoration. We get the job done. We get the job done. Luckily for us, or for the homeowner, there's no leaking inside the house. So as bad as the shingles are, there's no leaking going on on the inside of the house, and we're able to get this thing done before things get worse. So anyways, we'll be back shortly after these guys are done stripping this roof and cleaning it out and getting it ready for ice and water shield and synthetic underlayment, and we'll keep you posted as to the progress of this. But again, we thank you for joining us on this new project that we have for today. And actually, before we go, it looks like they're taking out some decking here. Not really sure. Alright folks, welcome back to the continuing episode of James Drive here in Westmont, Illinois. So as you can see now, we've got our 2 lines of ice and water shield, full synthetic. All the shingles are up in here already. They're gonna put that ridge vent system up in here. Wow. And it's only 11:30. So our guys really rocked it in getting this thing all done quick. Yep, look at that. Look at that. Everything's up in here already. So guys are taking some lunch, well-deserved lunch right now, and then when they get back, they're gonna start shingling this. But actually, due to scheduling mishap and people moving faster than expected, as you can see, the gutter crew is here too. So they're gonna do the gutters and the roof at the same time, which is perfectly fine. But they said they were gonna be here at 2 o'clock, and they showed up 2 hours earlier. And believe me, in 2 hours, my guys could literally shingle a lot of the eaves of this home already, so that the gutter people have room But now there is a possibility that they may end up stepping on each other's toes for a little bit, doing the job. But bottom line is today, this entire 32 square roof will be done, perfected, and beautified. So there it is, folks. We'll keep you abreast and up to date. That's a big kitchen vent. There you go, kitchen vent going in there. Perfect, perfect. So this is awesome. All right, stay tuned for the upcoming information that we have still. We'll see you then.